My second DUI, they didn't even give me a breathalyzer. I just sat in the back seat my goddamn self. I know how much I drank. I had 2 Long Island iced teas and 3 Incredible Hulks. Let's go. I read myself my own Miranda rights. You have the right to Miranda. Then I waived them. Then I beat the shit out of myself just for being black.
Your talent is available for everybody to see because you stand up and you do it. Does it begin early on with observation?
My dad was an entertainer, so I observed him.
Ah.
The first man in my life. Be funny, he did stand up in Vietnam. I seen him make everybody in the projects laugh, and I'm just being like him. So yeah, most of my comedy and my humor is based on observation.
So you watched him. Gosh, what would it be like to
Yeah,
watch
but they just didn't laugh. They loved him. I watched him be vulnerable. I watched him, and people loved him. And I wanted to be like that.
And he was vulnerable, because when you stand up in front of a bunch of people like that...
You make yourself very vulnerable.
Yes.
But you make yourself even more vulnerable when you're telling the truth.
And that
everybody can't handle the truth.
When you, well, for example, let's pick a couple truths from your recent stand-up. It's an interesting thing, as you were saying, you sort of gave a mini lecture to men, because we know what we're like.
I've been there.
We've been there. And you said, get that woman and concentrate on that woman and make sure that that's the center of your life. I hadn't heard too many people make that point during a stand-up comedy special.
Thanks, it was what it separates it. I'm glad Netflix gave me the opportunity to say that, because it needs to be said.
Yeah.
If you got somebody holding you down, I realized all of that when I was on my back in that accident.
Yeah.
My lady was right there, holding me down.
Really gets rid of all the people that just seem to love you, and then suddenly it shrinks to the people who really did.
That's how I felt about it. We're going to separate the boys from the men. We're going to talk about arrested development.
Yes.
We're going to talk about growth. Because she could do bad by herself. So could he. I wasn't just talking about men. I was talking about women being faithful too.
Well, that's right.
Because you know there's enough stress in the world to where you could check out. You could walk off the job. You get so stressed out, you could walk off the job.
You can use anything to do your craft. Is there a limit at all to what experience you wouldn't want to do on stage, you wouldn't want to talk about?
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. You push that envelope as far as you can push?
Well, that's what Richard Pryor taught me. Tell the truth. As long as it's the truth, you don't have to defend it.
I kept thinking about Richard Pryor as I was watching your special, because of course
it was Richard Pryor-esque. He taught me, and I paid attention. He was born in a brothel. Mother was a prostitute, father was a pimp, grandmother was a madame. He overcame all of that to become the funniest man ever do it. I got hit by a Walmart truck, walked away from it, was in a coma for 10 days.
You shouldn't have.
I overcame over that, and I was able to do it.
And now you can use it. That's an interesting thought. There are probably people who will listen to you now who before may or may not have, but now there's a feeling of such sincerity.
God is a genius. You know what he did with that accident?
What?
He raised my profile.
Didn't he though?
Because I have something to say and I understood that. And since I have something to say and I'm here, love each other. Let's right that is which is wrong. Love each other. And if I could do that with my sense of humor, I could put everybody in the room, no matter what color they are, no matter what culture they from, no matter if they straight, gay, all of y'all just became an audience.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
I'm Patrick Stoner.